All right, so I'll tell you, I sleep really well in Alaska. I'm on my couch now because I sold my bedroom set, and I slept the whole night. I don't remember when I've slept like 7 hours straight. Like I even woke up at like 7:30. I'm like, is it like 3 in the morning and it's time to go pee or something? It's like, nope, 7:30. You slept from like midnight. Pretty good job. It's just the air here is just so peaceful and quiet, and there's nothing. I don't know, whatever it is. I sleep well when I'm here. A lot of people say that about Alaska. So I got a lot of moving today. Unfortunately, I'm in a lot of pain. I had a very bad muscle connective tissue tear in my ribs last December, training in jiu-jitsu. My short-lived reemergence into the sport after like 13 years off. I got back in, and within 1 week, I really badly injured myself. And that was like 9 months ago, 8 months ago. And I couldn't. I was just lifting. It was a like a tabletop. It was something I've carried. I've had that table for 10 years. I've carried that thing with one arm, and I was just lifting it to put it in the van, and I re-injured myself. I'm in a lot of pain right now, and I'm kind of frustrated because I've got a lot of moving I have to do the next couple of days. I think I'm going to have to call and see if I can hire someone to help me. So that's a bummer, but I'm going to deal with it. There's no other choice. Had some interesting interactions with people. It just teaches me that I think as I get older, I'm learning that people are just going to be what they are. And if you know yourself and you know that you're waking up with the right intentions, just stay strong to that. And you just know you're doing the right thing despite people misinterpreting it or people doing things to try to throw off your inner peace. I won't be specific, but I had even yesterday just a couple interactions with people where one of them was I didn't do anything. I just did something I do in all cases, and they had like an issue with it, which was it hurt my feelings because I was so excited about their situation. Another one was a person who I know who, again, I don't want to get into it, but I gave him something of value to watch for me. And then when I asked if I could retrieve it, there was like no awareness of where it was. It was kind of chaotic and made me have to worry, and I don't do good with that. Something simple like that. If someone gave me something important, not only I would know where it was consciously all the time, but I would definitely have it in a safe space where there would always be an immediate, oh yeah, I have it here, don't worry about it. And I didn't get that as response. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, do I get shit for like reacting to someone not being responsible with something very important to me, and also not regarding to me that the little simple things that I try to have in my life under control, like just scheduling and things that are just really basic to help my mental state remain as it is, because as someone on the spectrum, it's very hard to not have something you plan for really hard and do everything contingency wise to make sure nothing goes off course from that, and yet it still goes off course when someone else had control of it. That's the difference. If something goes off course and like it's nature, like I wanted to do something and it's raining today, or this happened with something with the weather, like that is acceptable. I can have peace in that. But when a human, for a lack of care, consciousness, consideration, does something, that's hard because I don't live like that. I just don't live like that. And that's all I expect from people, is to have the same level of intention that I do, especially when it's affecting other people, as is I talk about with people and their dogs. They just can't get over themselves to see what their dogs really need to help their dogs and have their dogs be happy. It's just too much for them to do that. And I've learned a lot about people that's the nature of it. So, I deal with that a lot. It's just how it is. People who pretend to be friends, and when it comes down to like, hey, you want to get together, they're nowhere. It's just, this is how people are. And the problem is that if you really know yourself, because there's people, I have friends, I know people, I follow people on YouTube, they don't act like that either. We all get it. We all like, yeah, there's nothing you're saying that's crazy to me. But when I say it like this, a lot of people hear this and start getting reactive, telling me it's my fault. Again, it's the mindset that is bar none why so many people have issues with their dogs. I'll leave it at that, but I know it's why people have issues in every other area too. But yeah, so anyway, back to life, Alaska. I got to try to, I got my moving van. I am going to this morning head over to the storage unit place about 15 minutes away. I'm going to go get the unit. I spoke to them, so there's one available. And I'm going to just start moving stuff. I'm going to go really slow. And again, I have like 3 days to do it. I'm going to really draw this out because I don't think I have, I don't want to hurt myself, like even worse. I'm scared now that I did more damage. And when I hurt myself back in December, I couldn't walk. I couldn't even walk my dog for a week. It was terrible. So it's a tough one. That is life. Poor me ain't gonna help nobody. Just figuring out solutions. It's all it is figuring out solutions, and people hate it. They hate men for being like this now. Like all the overly feminist people went off on men because we're just like Mr. Fix-It, like a lot of us are just literal thinkers. We're tool users. We like to like help you with a problem and resolve it. That's like the most ultimate way to be of service to somebody, is giving your time, your effort, your expertise even. But heck, I got people pay me good money for that, and they don't appreciate it sometimes. And they're paying the money for it and putting in this time in front of me, and they still don't want to do the work their dog. So that's just how it goes with people. But people. Tom Clum, you look up Tom Clum. He's an archery god. If you look up Tom Clum Archery, you know who I'm talking about. He used to coach me in archery, and I became friends with him. And he used to tell me, because he's another guy, he gets it. Oh, does he get it? He's just easier about it than I am. He doesn't push back. He's more peaceful and likable, but he still gets it. And he said, Brett, my dad used to tell me this when I was a young boy, and he's probably in his 70s now, Tom, so we're talking like in the 50s or something. People are funny. That's it. People are funny. They are funny, and they don't realize what they're doing. And when somebody points out what they're doing, you just pulled their software out of their iPhone, and the software is going to kick and scream to get back in there because they rely on these programs. It's just set ways of societal programming, conditioned by family traditions and all this stuff that goes on. Now it's like just people are getting shaped by the day, like, oh, this day to this day to that, because of social media, the internet, and the way that whoever is influencing this unconsciousness in people has dialed it in. They know exactly what they're doing with people, and now they've got them like puppets on a string. It's sad, and what really is saddest is the people who they cut the strings or never had the strings to begin with, and we're just trying to point out like, hey, do you see what's going on here? A lot of people get mad, kick, scream. My hope is that people who get it are connecting with each other like I find I am in these communities and in the real world. And maybe someone who hears this is like, yeah, I kind of do that too. And maybe I should stop doing that, at least for my dog, because this guy seems to know what he's talking about. That's why I do these videos. That's why I'm doing this. I want to help doggies. That's all I care about. People don't understand why I put that out there. That's it. That's all I do it for. Look how many videos I've had, and do the math. I've made like $100 off social media to date. I had a show once, they gave me $5,000 for a 12 6-season episode. It was 6. Was it 12? It was 6. Maybe it was 12. I think it was 12 episodes actually. But yeah, but anyway, like I'm doing this, I want to help dogs, and I make my living in the real world doing that. But yeah, but people, they used to affect me more. It used to like make me so mad and question myself, because I think what they want, the people who are like this, is they want you to go into their world. They're like, how dare you think for yourself? How dare you see things with the veils of illusion pulled away? How dare you? How dare you tell me the truth about my dog that's actually going to help them and make our lives more fruitful, better quality? How dare you? That's the mindset of people. How dare you tell me how I should have been considerate to you when you trusted me? How dare you get excited because you're trying to help me with something that when most people I hire for a service, they're barely alive, and they're phoning it in, and they're so ungrateful of your hard-earned money that you're spending them for their service. How dare I? People are funny. They really are. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want dog training, coaching, behavior advice, dogtrainingla.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day.